Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rosie Aconseja. Uh, Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribe, for sharing this information with your family and friends. Okay, today I'm going to talk about the how to raise our babies from 4 to 8 months old. So when they become 4 months old, I'm checking my notes. They start to smile, to react to the emotions that the parents or the person who is taking care of the baby start to react. Like they do like, hey baby, and they're going to be smiling, or if you touch them, or if you make a joke or a move that made them like a peekaboo or whatever. Some babies like, some babies don't like the peekaboo part. Also, we have to be careful. They start to touch everything from 5 to 6 months. They start to touch all the things because they assume the little world is full of chocolate, sweets, candies, everything that people like. So they assume that everything is to eat. So we can eat a pen, we can eat a pad or whatever. So remember, keep the things away from the babies. Keep big toys. The smaller are your babies or your children, the bigger are the toys. So, and also make sure to keep them clean. You can clean it up with Lysol, with wipes, or alcohol. You can keep cleaning every single day because the toys drop on the floor, and then you pick it up and give it back to the baby, and you forget that on the floor gets dirty most of the times. Can be carpet or the tile or whatever it is. So be careful with that because you get virus to their mouth, and then that's why they get sick. And when they start to eat, they have a virus in the stomach, and they start to cry, and you don't know why they are crying. It is because they ate them the toys with the dirty toys. So we make sure that you clip them at all times. Also, when they start the 6 months, they start to roll over, to roll to the left or to the right. So during the day, may I suggest is to put a big pillow behind their back. That means when they turn to the left, put the pillow in this side. When they turn to the right, put the pillow in this side every 30 minutes when they are taking a nap. If your baby takes a nap of 1 2 hours during the day, every 30 minutes you check that they are in the sideways. Why? Because the thing is, during the evening they had to sleep in their back, of course, for security reasons. They don't sleep with pillows. Remove all the pillows from the crib because they can grab them and put it on the top, and they can suffocate it. They can be without breathing. So watch out with those pillows. Also, um, so it's during the day that you can turn around so the baby can have some relax. Also, another tip is when you are sitting, put your baby, this is your baby. So this is the front of the baby, this is the back of the baby. So put in your nap, or on top of your hands, put it in this way, that so he's facing down, he's looking, you're holding the baby like this. So in that way they have some relax because they get tired to be in the same position, sitting or sideways during the day. So put in your nap and your leg like this, so they can have some. When they start to get tired, they are going to let you know how. And they say, or they start to cry. So it's time to turn it around and sit the baby, or don't sit it too much. Just no, sit it straight, just like this, because their column, they can have problems with the column. Some parents, they are not careful with the baby. They assume because they can sit once in a while, you have to force it to do it, and no, they need a space. Their body will tell them when to sit, when to stand up. So watch out with that. Um, and also, when they turn between 7 and 8 months, they start to crawl. It's very important to crawl. Some babies, they don't. Like my son, or my niece's son, I mean my niece's daughter, she didn't want to crawl. So the way that we teach them to crawl is because when they start to stand up to hold from the sofa, from the couch, from any surface that is as tall as they are, they're going to start to grab from there and start to stand up. But guess what? If you don't teach them to crawl, that is going to affect the psychometry. That means they're going to affect the development of their emotions and mentally focusing. So that means when they go to school, they are going to be lost. They are not going to coordinate what they need to do, even at home. So that's very crucial that they need to learn to crawl before they need to walk. Remember, we walk for the rest of our lives. So it's no hurry that they walk. There's hurry that they crawl first. So we put it on the floor as a parent, as a member who is taking care of the baby at 8 months old, and you teach them, showing them. They are going to laugh. My son was laughing all the time. He thought that I was playing with him all the time, and I was. I was putting on the floor and say, "Okay, let's." He didn't want to. I had to do it nicely. Don't force them to bend the legs or bend the hands to put on the floor. No, just put a toy, their favorite toy, put it away, and says, okay, who's going to get first the toy? You start to crawl on the floor. At the same time, you help the baby to go down and crawl. He or she's not going to make it the first time you show them. You have to try like 2 3 times or more times, because don't relate. Remember, every baby is unique and they have their own time to learn certain things. Do assume because your nieces, nephews, your cousins, your neighbor's baby crawl in the first time they told them, your baby's going to do the same thing. No, there are babies that they takes to learn to crawl. It takes them 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, maybe 2 months. You never know. It depends on the consistency you doing it with the baby. Don't give him orders, because some parents are so that the baby understand. Go and crawl. You're not going to get it. You need to show them. Babies are visual. Whatever you show them, they're going to do it. In same, when they grown, it's the same thing. It's like you smoke and you tell your son or daughter, they are 15, 16 years old, you tell them, hey, don't smoke, that's bad for you. They're going to say like, what? I mean, you're smoking and you don't want me to smoke. You drink alcohol and you don't want me to drink alcohol. So what kind of behavior are you teaching me? So we when we get there, I will give you some tips about it. So we are babies and children and kids are a sponge. They absorb everything they hear, and everything the parents or the people who is taking care of them, that they are doing it. The children or the babies are going to do it because that's what they are seeing. So that's important thing. Also, the last important thing about this section is how to avoid concerns, problems, and heart attacks with our babies. First, I'm going to put some links under this video so you can see more information about it. I remind you, friendly reminder, I don't get paid to promote specific website or page, nothing. I just want to share with my community what is best for you, and you can dig deeply about the information that I'm providing here, okay? So, to avoid, remember the pillows. The pillows has to be big during the day, no evening, not night. During the day when they take naps, and someone is going to be responsible, checking on them every 30 minutes, that they turn around and put the pillows to support them, that they're not going to go back. Staying one side when they're sleeping, 30 minutes later, putting in the other side the pillow in the back. Why? Because they can relax their body. All night long they are sleeping like this in their back. So as an adult person, you get tired of sleeping in one side, you always turn around to, you turn over because you need to move your body. Your body gets tired in one side all the time. Babies happen the same thing. So watch out about the pillows. I'm going to leave information here. Also, remember the toys. The toys, they had to be clean and big toys. The smaller the child or the baby, the bigger the toy. When they are growing up after 4 years old, then you can pass them to as a medium-sized toys not something very small, because they can still joking, they can still eating it or whatever, and they can joke and will be a big problem. Also, what else? Mm, Checking my notes. So this is the most important thing: taking care of your child. The environment, it has to be clean. Oh, about detergents. Some babies are allergic to the detergent that you use in the little clothes. So I suggest, I don't know if your pedia, oh my God, the pediatrist, the doctor for children tell you that try to wash their clothes. They don't tell you if they don't have allergies, but I suggest for all children, it doesn't matter that they don't have allergies to anything. It's better to avoid, because remember, detergents are chemicals so strong even for adult people. So I recommend to use the ones that they don't have any flavor, I mean any smell, or that says that recommended by pediatricians, and it says zero chemicals and all that stuff. That is good for your babies and even for you as well, because remember, our skin breathes, and in the detergents that go inside, we get a lot of toxics in our adulthood. So it is good for you, for your families. If you can do it, better. And also, um anti-allergic, if your kids are allergic to the skin or whatever it is, because the allergy is coming inside out. People assume the baby's allergies is because the milk, I mean, not the milk, it could be the milk, but could be because of the lotion cream, the Johnson and Johnson or whatever it is they are putting on their babies. And it's not that. Remember, the skin is telling you that something is wrong inside your body. The babies is the same thing. If the baby start to have rashes, you have to check it out. It is because what you're eating, if you are breastfeeding, or because the powder milk that they are getting when you mix with the water or whatever that is affecting. You need to ask the doctor and change the powder milk, or because the fabric of the material, the fabric from the clothes or the detergent is affecting. That's why they're getting those rashes. So remember, most of the allergies are coming from what we eat and what we drink. So, and since they are babies, is because something we had to be guessing, because they cannot talk. They cannot say, "Oh, it's scratching me here," or "It's itchy because I just touched that floor," or "I just touched the sofa." Or if you have pets, be careful, guys. Make sure to brush your cat and your dog at least once a week or twice a week, and that way they don't lose a lot of hair, because that hair your baby can breathe in, even you can breathe in. That's bad for your lungs and for the baby's lungs. So watch out. Also, talking about pets, you have cats or dogs or something and they are bigger than your baby, you have to watch out. Sometimes the dogs, without purpose, they just pass by, or because they see the baby playing, they pass by the baby and boom, push the baby, and made them hurt, and the baby start to cry. So keep the distance between the pet and the baby until your baby is big enough that the dog cannot harm him indirectly, because he was standing up and the dog passed and pushed him or pushed her. So be careful with those things. Just just precautions, just if you are precautious, you're not going to have any trouble. Because some parents, I don't like to judge, as just what I see in the news sometimes. And in some parents, uh, they don't realize the danger things that are around our children. And they assume because the child understands certain things, they are going to be smart enough to assume that everything is going to be in control, and it's not. It's, for example, in Florida, there are children that they assume because they are like 2 years old, they are not strong enough to open a door. Most of them in summer, they get drawn and they die, because most of the houses, they have their own pool, swimming pool, and they open the door and they go in. So until something unfortunate happen is when they say, "Oh, we need to put a gate around the swimming pool, or we need to put a stronger key or something so the baby cannot open it by him or by herself." So why we had to take care of those situations after the bad things happen? Why we don't prevent? If we prevent certain things, taking care of our babies, we are not going to be in trouble. We don't want to be running to emergency room. We don't want to be like, "Oh my God, I should do this, I should do that." Why you didn't do it before? Why you had to wait until things happen for then you take care of the things? No, take care of the things first, so you avoid the bad things happen to your babies, even to yourself. Okay, thank you for listening my video, for watching my videos, for sharing, subscribing is for free, the subscription. Have a wonderful day, and a kiss for everybody. And I love my community. I love to help people and give information, and hopefully it's helpful and you can share it with someone that need this information. Have a wonderful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the wherever place you're listening to me. Okay, bye bye.